The arms race was a contest between the United States and Soviet Union to build up the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons, based on the belief that the more nuclear weapons you had, the more powerful you were. The arms race began in 1949 when the Soviet Union successfully detonated an atomic bomb. It escalated when the United States and Soviet Union gained the H-bomb in 1952 and 1953. While the H-bomb was smaller than the atomic bomb, it was 2,500 times more powerful. An early goal of the arms race was to build missiles with attached nuclear warheads that could be fired from one continent to another. By 1959, the United States had successfully completed this goal with the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. ICBMs were missiles with an attached nuclear warhead that could travel 6,000 miles at a speed of 16,000 miles per hour and land within a mile of their target. This meant that an ICBM could travel all the way from the east coast of the United States to the western Soviet Union. As soon as they invented ICBMs, the United States and Soviet Union both put huge amounts of resources towards building massive quantities of these missiles. By 1961, both the United States and Soviet Union had enough missiles to destroy the world. The huge amount of nuclear weapons in the world led to the theory of mutually assured destruction, or MAD. The theory basically stated that if the Soviet Union attacked the U.S., or vice versa, both nations would completely annihilate each other with their nuclear weapons to a point where the conflict would have no winner. Despite this, the buildup of nuclear weapons continued. By 1981, the U.S. had 8,000 ICBMs and the Soviet Union had 7,000. By 1986, there was an estimated total of 40,000 nuclear warheads in the world. The arms race came to an end when the Soviet Union could no longer match the United States' spending on nuclear weapons and their economy began to collapse. With the end of the Cold War, much of the resources and spending that had once been put towards the arms race were put towards repairing environmental damage from test nuclear detonations and reducing nuclear stockpiles. Throughout the Cold War, the United States spent a total of $14 trillion on the arms race.
With every test nuclear detonation, every living thing within 30 miles of the test site is destroyed. Carcinogenic and mutagenic substances such as plutonium and uranium are released into the surrounding environment, where they remain a hazard for thousands of years. Radiation released from the nuclear bombs travels from the test site to populated areas and causes genetic mutations and, worst of all, cancer. An estimated 430,000 deaths have occurred from nuclear testing in the form of cancer. That total is expected to increase to over 2 million. So why do we continue to build and test nuclear weapons where they are destroying our planet and our lives piece by piece? Our leaders say that it is to prevent a Soviet missile attack and to ensure that if the Soviets did attack, we could retaliate with devastating force. But the truth is that both the Soviet Union and the United States already have enough nuclear weapons to destroy the entire world. In a nuclear war, both sides will lose. No increase in our nuclear arsenal is going to change that. The way to end the Cold War is not to keep building weapons that foster dread and suspicion in the world. It is to stop building nuclear weapons and start destroying them. This would be seen as an act of good faith by the Soviet Union and could be a first step on the road to repairing diplomatic hostilities. So do your part to save the world and end the Cold War. Join countless others and say no to the arms race.